Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning. As you can see, I'm on EJ cells. I woke up and I saw EJ had a breakout on 1 hour and also on the 4 hour. And I said, okay, I'm gonna take cells because I don't want to miss this. So I'm in EJ cells. We have a breakout on the 1 hour, a retest happening right now. The retest, the breakout candle. And if you go on the 4 hour, you can see that the 4 hour also closed pretty good. So waiting for continuation to the downside. Easy and simple. Let's see how it's gonna go. Using a 10 pip stop loss because I think there's no need for more. It's not late to take. It's still here at my entry. So I'm using stop loss 10 pips only because I think there's no need for more, because once it goes past this breakout candle, then it wouldn't be valid anymore, I think. So stop loss is just above that. We'll see. It's a 1 hour and 4 hour break and retest, so the confidence here is much higher than on other setups. So let's wait and see. Morning, morning. Think first target for EJ should be filling this wick here, which is a 10 pip range. After it we have the next zone, which is at 20 pips. So we have a good range to fill to the downside. Let's wait and see. How do I send my chart? You have to go to tradingview.com and open a chart, do some analysis. Then you can just copy the link here and send the link to the comments. Send the link to the comments, and then I'll take the link and review the trade. Good morning, good morning. See how every time price came here, how price reacted. Yesterday couldn't break, tried a few times and no breakout. Also in the past few hours, tried to break, no breakout. Then we have this bearish candle closed below all these others that they couldn't, and I think it should be the retest for continuation. We go on the 4-hour, we see that same thing happening. The previous candles all closed above, and this current previous candle closed below, making a retest for continuation. If we go on the left, we have the same level. We have the same level that expecting to reject. Let's see if it's going to reject or not. I'm going to expect at least a move of a wick fill on the 1 hour. See the 4 hour, let me see if I had, yeah, totally made a wick, but still expecting continuation. Still. Herman, send a chart on USD let's see what's happening there. Okay, I'm gonna start to do some analysis in a minute for other pairs too. Morning. Good morning. EJ is starting to push down. That's good. That's very good. But we need more. We need more. Once it fills this week, we have 10 pips. Then you get a chance if you want to take something or not. Secure something and leave some run. Pretty nice drop. Okay, in the meanwhile, let's start to do some analysis on other pairs. Because questions are coming. What about this? What about that? Okay, so Euro USD. We have a 4-hour support here on USD, and I think unless we break that, there will be no trade on this. Unless we break this. If we break this, we have clean range to the downside to continue down. So we have to wait for this 4-hour to break. So this time there's nothing on EU, so no need to watch it. Okay, what about UJ? UJ is very messy for now. UJ is very messy. So on the first look, we have this resistance formed here. We had this before here, this small resistance, but now it just got better, a lot more rejections. So what we can do here is we can wait for a break above, then a retest, and continuation to the next zone. That's what we can do on UJ. In the meanwhile, let me see EJ, because EJ is moving pretty nice. It's already going. Let me see. So we have 7 pips now. We need another 3 pips to take 10 pips. Once we're 10 pips in profit, we can secure some and leave some run. We can secure some and leave some run, but still we need another 3-4 pips. And it's dropping pretty nice. Yeah, MT4 or MT5, you can use both of them. MT5 is way better right now. Okay, what a drop. This was perfect. Okay, very nice. Okay, I have 10 pips in some positions. because I entered also some when it came higher. So I have 10 pips, some positions. So I'm gonna secure some here at 10 pips and leave some run with stop loss at break even. First trade, perfect. Yeah, you guys should wake up early, see, because we got a trade right away. He didn't wait at all, straight to the take profit. There's no time to lose here. As soon as I woke up, I saw this. I immediately took it without thinking twice here. Perfect. What a drop. It's pushing even more, 11 pips. Let's see how far it's gonna go. Stop loss at break even now. Stop loss at break even. Yeah, it is too late now. Now it's late, guys. Don't enter now, because it already made the move. See how many pips we are in profit now. We're 12 pips in profit. It's too late. We'll see if you can get a chance to enter then, maybe on the next hour candle, but for now I think it's too late for you guys. Let's see, now I'm going to continue to do analysis on other pairs since this already moved, giving a lot of pips. Very nice trade. Stop loss at break even. So guys, the reason is if you go on the left, you can see we have another small support here, so we can't risk it. See how price got rejected here once, twice. Also we had rejections here, rejections, and right now the current candle. So we need, if you want a second entry here, you need to break below that, a retest and continuation. But see how price got rejected from this level, same level as price got rejected before, so you need to be careful. This is why I secured some and I moved my stop at break-in. When you have traffic on the left, that's one reason why you should take profits earlier than 20 pips. So now let's go to the other pairs and see what we have. EA. EA has been consolidating since yesterday. The daily went pretty good. Got rejected pretty good. There's still chances of going much higher on EA, but we're gonna have to wait and see because we already have two rejections. First, yesterday we had the rejection. This daily candle almost went bullish yesterday. We had a big move to the upside. Now the second one already made a big push, which is around 60 pips, not bad. Now coming back again, it might be risky for this to break to a downside. Now USD CAD should continue down based on what I see. Big bearish candle. But what we're gonna need is a break below this. Now the daily looks pretty good to continue down. You can see how price created small resistance here, and once we close below this, we're gonna have a good setup. And this 4-hour level, it's very old and it's holding for a long time, so daily is telling that price should continue down, but we need a confirmation on lower time frames. And a confirmation on lower time frames would be a close below this, which means a breakout, a retest, and continuation. This would be the best on USD CAD, but before that I wouldn't enter. Before that I wouldn't enter, so we have to wait. We have to wait for a break here, then a retest and continuation. GBP USD. Let's take a look. Would you put a stop order for Looney? What does that mean? Not gonna use pendings because I'm on a chart, so there's no need. There is no need. Okay. Let's see, I think GU already made the move. Yeah, GU already made the move. We had this breakout, the retest, and continuation. Looks like it's done for now. But we have a good range to fill here. Except that we have a small support too here. Lots of zones on GU. I think the trade was here. We missed it. This was the breakout, the retest to continue down. Now it's reaching the next support. I don't know. Let's wait and see. Yeah, so GBP USD, there's no trade for now. I have to look to come back later and see what's happening. So Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar needs to break below this. Once it breaks below this, we can have a nice trade to the downside. If we go on the 4 hour, it's even better. The 4 hour, it's even better. So once we break below this, we can have a nice move to the downside. But for now, it's rejecting. Still no break. A clean break below, a retest to continue down would be perfect. See, and we would have this whole range to fill on Aussie dollar. But let's see if it's gonna break or not. For now, there's nothing. We need to break. NZD/USD. Okay. NZD/USD has been consolidating for a while here on this range, this daily range. See the daily that we set a few days before. We have to wait for a break. It's been rejecting since then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 daily candles rejecting this daily level, and there's no break yet. So we go on the 4 hour. What do we see on the 4 hour? Another rejection, but we have another zone here on the 4 hour, which we can wait for a break if we want to take sells. But for now, there's no signs or there's no confirmation that price is going to continue down. So we need to break below this. Once we break below this, a retest and continuation, only that would be the option here. But except that, there's no trade here. Price is reaching the support. Let's go on the 1 hour. Yeah, the 1 hour is the same. The 1 hour is the same level as on the 4 hour, so you just have to wait. How do you select pairs? I have these pairs, these major pairs on my right here, and I start to look at them. Whichever gives me a better option, I focus on that. That's all. No, I don't trade double bottoms or double tops. I don't trade them. Yeah, I stream every day, the same time as today. Same time as today, London session. Euro NZD. Let's take a look. The 4 hour doesn't make too much sense. I see that we have a small resistance here. Not that small actually. There are a lot of rejections at this level. I mean, looks good if we do break above to continue up. So first I need to go to 1 hour and see what's happening on 1 hour. If I get a better, yeah. So the level on the 1 hour is same on the 4 hour. See, we had a few rejections. This candle closed above made a retest and continuation. This candle closed below, made a retest, continuation. And the same as yesterday, a break below, a retest, continuation. Now today we had rejection. If price comes again, probably first time gets rejected, second time breaks above, a retest, continuation to fill this range would be perfect. But we're gonna have to wait and see for that. There is still time because there is a 30 pips range, 30 pip range until the next resistance, so it's gonna take some time. What about GJ? Okay, let's see GJ. You draw only 1 hour, 1 hour, 4 hour, 1 hour and a 4 hour, no lower time frames. EU on a path for meltdown. We need confirmations if we want to think that EU is gonna melt down. We need confirmations. Okay, Euro US dollar, a break, a retest. Yeah, Euro US dollar needs to break that 4 hour level. I think this is the same as the 4 hour, so we have to wait. EA, a break and retest of this to continue down. I wouldn't touch EA. I think daily can still continue up, so I wouldn't trust this that much. I would skip the daily, the EA for now, because the daily can still flip bullish. It's actually bullish. It just can still continue up. GJ, forgot to see what's happening here. Okay, so 1 hour looks like we have a small support here on GJ, but we go left, the support is right below this. It's too many zones on GJ, too many zones. I mean, you see this zone, we had a few rejections before, another one here, a few rejections here too, and price respected that here. First closed above, then closed below, made a retest to continue down. Now it's at this next support. It's at this next support. It's pretty messy. I think there's no trade here. See the 4 hour? Yeah, 4 hour was a good break and retest. It was a good one. Yeah, I think there's no trade. There's no trade on GJ right now. There is no trade on GJ. We're gonna have to wait. GBP CAD. There's no trade on GBP CAD. Also, there was one yesterday. A good break and retest on the 4 hour. Continuation. So for now, EJ still rejecting this level. We'll have to see if it's gonna break or not. Stop loss is at break even for the runners. We secured most at 10 pips. So unless price breaks this small support here, there's no trade on EJ. The first one was already done and you guys missed it. Also, UJ can give us a good breakout, but we're gonna have to wait if it does or not. GU, well, GU, like I said before, it already did a break and retest. Now if it does come again, it's gonna be a rejection. And as you can see, there are plenty of zones on GU. The only level maybe that I would wait for break and retest would be this one down here. Last time we took a trade on this level, look at the move it did. Went all the way down, filled the range. Same thing can happen again. But trading in the middle of this or this, I wouldn't feel that comfortable. I would be that comfortable. What if GU rejects to the upside and closes above? That would be another good option too. So for now, in these zones, I wouldn't trade GU. I would skip it. There's no trade yet. When time comes, we'll be back to see if we can take any trade or not. For now, I think UJ can give us a chance here. It's very close. It just needs to push another 5 pips to make a good breakout. And then we can take it. For now, there's nothing. There's no breakout happening. The Embarker. Why did you take a loss on GJ? Why buy? GJ was a clear sell, a break and retest. It was just like EJ. See, I don't know why it took buys on GJ. You go on the 4-hour, you do some analysis, right? You draw zones. You see that you have a 4-hour zone here. What happened here? You have a breakout. See this big bearish candle here? This candle closed bearish, made a break just below this 4-hour zone, made a retest. Why would you take buys here? Everything tells me sells here. Next zone you have down below here. What do? You go for a range. You had a good range to fill to the downside. There was no confirmation for buys. Don't see why would you take buys here. Oscar. Again, like I said, I don't trade tops and bottoms. I don't trade tops and bottoms. So I can just give you a congrats on your trade, but I don't know what to say else. I think you have resistance coming up here. This one here, sorry. And if you want to take an entry here, a break and retest above this would be pretty good. So you know it better. I don't trade that way, but congrats. No, Airman, I wouldn't think about buys on USD CAD, to be honest. Look at the daily candle. It's a massive one. It's a massive bearish candle. Look for sells. You have to go with the trend, let's say. You have to wait for a break below, because even if you have a break above this, you might get a fake out and price going to continue all the way down. Your targets, I don't think this is possible. Price going all the way up. You just had a big bearish candle yesterday. How do you expect price going all the way up after the big bearish candle here? You have to send the chart on the comments. Just send the link. You don't have to send it as a picture, just as a link. Here where you're writing on the comments. Just like the others. Just send the code. This code here. See, it gives you a small code here. You can send that on the comments. Yeah, so I was saying, how do you expect this to go all the way up? Yeah, it happened before, but what about now? Because the momentum is pretty strong to the downside on the day. I don't see this going all the way up, to be honest. I mean, everything can happen, but that would mean that you're gonna need a very, very big move. 100 pips. We'll see. Okay, let's take a look what we have from the news right now. Aussie dollar breaking down. Aussie dollar was at support. I don't know if it's breaking down. Let's see now. Okay, let's see. We have some euro news, low. So we have euro news later on, interest rate decision, high impact news. So until then we're good to go. We have another 5 hours until then. Okay, we have also a lot of USD news coming up later today. So later today in 5 hours, 6 hours, gonna have to be careful on these pairs, euro and USD pairs. The embarker, I think you need to focus. You need to focus. You have to create some rules for yourself and to follow these rules. Not just take trade without any confirmation, because you're not going anywhere with that way of trading. Find a way that suits you and do some practice. Do some practice until you see that you're good to continue to do a challenge or whatever. Don't rush into things. GU please. GU, it's nothing. There's no trade there. I just said it a few minutes before. It's nothing on GU. GU just is in the middle of these zones. We have support here, we have another support here. So unless we break all these supports, there's no trade for me. It needs to go all the way below this to continue down. Just after that, I would take a sell, but not now. Aussie dollar, let's see if it's gonna break or not. Morning, Hugo. Let's see, waiting for Aussie dollar to break. We have 10 minutes left. We have 10 minutes left, and we need a bigger move than this. This is a very small breakout. I don't know if we can count this as a breakout, so we need this to move lower. Good morning. Do you provide mentorship? Yes, I do. Go visit breakandretest.com. Yeah, see, it's rejecting. There's no breakout. UJ, still no close above. We need a close above if we want a trade here, but very unlikely to happen on UJ, too slow. Aussie dollar is on daily support at, okay, it's on daily support. I think we have the same level as the daily one, so we can give it a try. If lower time frames close below the daily level, then it's good to go. My buy is stick onto you, it's minus 65 pips, took small size, can I risk holding? I don't know, why did you take buys? Why don't you send a chart with your reasons behind your buy, so we can give you an advice what to do. Is AUDUSD not a break and retest on daily? Good point. It is a break and retest, but it is also a rejection from resistance. It's also getting rejected from another zone, so taking buys is a bit risky. Can I enter sells on EJ now? No, you can't. Sells on EJ were almost already done before. It's almost at my stop loss now. can't enter now because it's coming from another support now. It's getting rejected. Okay, let's take a look at this. Wrong chart, Benjamin. GBP CAD. I said GBP CAD is a bit risky. I wouldn't take anything on GBP CAD. I think it's not that safe. CAD JPY. A break above looks pretty good. Buys looks better. Since we have a good bullish run, CAD is very strong right now. If we do break above this, a retest to continue up would be perfect. I agree with you here. When it does break, tells us to give us a heads up. Looks very good. Yeah, USD CAD is not ready yet. We need a break below that for our support. What's the maximum pips do you take to your stop loss? 20 pips maximum, not bigger than that. Maximum I use as a stop loss is 20 pips. Most of the time it is also lower than 20 pips, but not more than 20 pips. Break and weekend test target to the downside. Euro CAD. I think, yeah, this looks good, but it was done, right? The breakout, the retest and continuation. So it looks like you already have that 25 pip rejection. So the move is done. And yes, next target looks all the way down here. Looks like we don't have any traffic on the left, clean traffic to continue down. EJ probably is going to close at break even to my Benjamin. You're just sending the same charts. I reviewed them. Yeah, same thing. Same thing. Waiting for on Aussie dollar. But remember, on Aussie dollar we had daily support, so it's going to be more risky. And Euro NZD. Very good. You have the same levels as me. Just wait for a break. Are you going to take trades in London session starting now? Don't understand this question. What candle do you enter after the break and retest? What candle? The retest candle. Whenever the retest comes, unless it's not coming from another zone. Once you have the breakout, if the retest happens right away, then you take it right away. GBP AUD. I think GA is pretty risky. I just don't like the pair. I don't like the pair here. Daily is, let's say, support. We also have a few rejections here. Look at this drop. This looks massive. And yeah, we are at support. Lots of rejections at this level. So, taking sells on GA, I think it would be pretty risky here. We have a lot of daily zones below this, and I would be afraid that we would take sells at support on a daily level. So for me, I would just skip GA. I would skip GA. I wouldn't feel comfortable taking a trade on this. It doesn't really go that well. GA is known for big movements. You draw zones from the wicks to where candles are closed, because that's all a zone. But the support line should be where candles are closed. What pairs do you find that there are a lot of pip movement? GBP pairs, there are a lot of big movement on GBP pairs. They are more volatile. How to differentiate breakout and fakeout? I don't know what you mean. You can't predict a fakeout, but most of the time you get some signs that price can be a fakeout. So the difference between a fakeout and a breakout. This is a breakout. A break of this resistance, a retest, and continuation. But what is a fakeout? Let me find a fakeout and tell you what's that fakeout. That's a breakout. A break above, a retest, continuation. What about a fakeout? Let me wait and see. Okay, so fakeout is, see how we had support here. We had support here created. Price closed just below this support. And we said, okay, let's enter on the retest. But what happened here? See, this was a rejection from another zone. And when price comes from another zone, chances of being a fakeout are higher. So what happened here? A fakeout happened. This candle closed back in the range. And when the retest candle closes back in the range, that's a fakeout. What happens after fakeout happens is that makes a retest to continue up. Since it couldn't go down, it's going to continue up, right? Because only market moves only in two ways. That's the most logic thing. If price couldn't go down, it's going to go up. What's your confirmation? Confirmation is that this candle, this bullish candle, closed back in the range, made a retest here, and continuation. That's a fakeout. That's a clear fakeout. Okay, Aussie dollar. What's happening here? We have a close below, but it's not enough. It's not enough. UJ now to break. No USD CAD. Aussie dollar closed just a little below, but I can't trust it. I can't trust it. It's just too weak. Weak breakout. Are you going to give take profit and stop loss? Yeah, if you watch the previous webinars, you can see that I give stop loss, take profit, of course. I have enough confidence to do that. If you guys are new, you have to go and watch the previous streams. That would be the best. Watch the previous streams because there are a lot of your questions answered. Everything you need to know about this channel or my way of trading, you have it on the previous webinars. Or even in this webinar, you just go on the beginning and you see that we took a trade. Took a trade on EJ, which now stopped me at break even. EJ stopped me at break even. I got stopped out at break even of my runners. But as I said before, most of my positions were closed at 10 pips, so nothing to worry about. UJ, still no breakout. No, I don't stream on Twitch. Don't need to stream on different platforms at the same time. GU is rejecting the support. So if you have any plans of selling or something, be aware because it's coming from another zone. GJ, it's coming from support. If you want to sell, be aware because you need to break below this, then a retest to continue down. So let's wait and see what about EA. I think EA can still continue up. Can still continue up. Big rejection on 1 hour, 4 hours, same. It's respecting this level here. It's respecting it, this middle zone here. See a lot of break Yesterday we took the trade here, went perfectly, then also came later on to break below, made a small retest here, continuation again, then made a break here, but this move was pretty big. I think there was some news or something. Now it's still rejecting this level, so most likely it's gonna start to continue up based on what I see here. But for that we need confirmation. And what would be a confirmation for buys here? Let's see. Confirmation for buys. So yesterday we had this resistance drawn, and it is respected pretty well. And you can see on the past few hours, price tried to break above that, it couldn't. We had 3-4 candles. Now there are all these candles that can push up. So I think if price starts to push up and closes above that, can have a good chance of continuation. Only that when we get a retest on this level, it might come a little deeper to make that retest. But the close we need is above this, because we can't take buys on this level if it stays below this. So we need a break of both levels. Once we break above both, we can expect a deeper retest to continue up. So for now, there's no trade. There's no trade for now. And we have a good range to fill once we break above. You have to wait and see. Price is still rejecting the zone, but we have this minor zone 2 here. What if price closes below this? I think not gonna think about sells. Not gonna think, since daily is still bullish, I wouldn't be comfortable with sells here. Usman, I think if you want to see my wins and losses of the last week, you have to go and watch the previous streams. If you're new here, welcome. And I think I have plenty of webinars that I did a few days before, and you can go watch them and see the idea what we do here, what we don't do, how is our style of trading, where do we put stop loss, take profits, everything what we need as a confirmation. You have everything here. There was a day where I called around 6 trades in one session, so you have plenty to catch on. You just need some time to go through them. GJ doing a retest to continue down. GJ is in the middle of 2 zones, so be careful. Like I said before, GJ is rejecting support. We have support here, and we have a small resistance here. So we're kind of in the middle of 2 zones. The best for me would be if we break below this, a retest to continue down. A good level to sell was this. So for now, I think I would just skip this. I wouldn't feel comfortable taking it. What's the difference between support and zones? I don't understand your question. See if each UJ is gonna break. UJ is very slow. Very slow. Yeah, interest rates on euro are around 5 hours later, 4.5 hours right now. Until then we have time to trade. But what we can expect from euro is weird moves. We can expect euro to make some weird moves today. Before that, gonna have to wait and see. Yeah, so for now, I don't know. See Aussie dollar, how it got rejected all the way up. This is a reason why you shouldn't take weak breakouts. And also it was a daily support, so two reasons to not take this. The breakout was not even 1 pip below. It was not a clear setup at all. What can we do here? I think Aussie dollar, if it does a good close above this minor zone here, if we close pretty good above this and a small pullback, we can enter longs on Aussie dollar. Can give us a chance to continue up. Since it's a daily break and retest too, it might be a good confirmation, but before that there is no trade yet. USD CAD, I'm not gonna think about buys on USD CAD, only sells. The only trade I would take on USD CAD is the break below 1.34950. I don't know about baby pips. I just recommend that because the basics are there. I never went to baby pips. I learned just by myself. Daniel, I don't understand your questions. Support and zones are the same thing. Let's say we see rejections, right? And we say that price created support at this zone. So this is a zone, this is a support, it's the same thing. How do we draw them? Lines are to put where candles are closed, that's the real support. And the wicks are just a zone, it's a whole zone. So from the wicks to where candles are closed, it's a zone. But you need a break below the where candles are closed. A break is below where candles are closed. But the breakout should be good, at least 10 pips. On some pair, maybe even 5 pips is still good. But you need at least 10 pips below where candles are closed. Because you can see wicks can go all the way down but still come and close at the same place. Wicks are just a zone. It can be just a deeper move in a lower time frame. Yes, I checked Aussie dollar. I said that if the 1 hour if the 1 hour closes above this, a good close above a good bullish close, I can expect to take some buys on the pullback, which is also a daily break and retest, so it makes sense to continue up. But before that, nothing. Unafi, yes. Yes. It's a simple strategy. You wait for breakout, you wait for the retest. That's all. Two confirmations, and you're good. If you're new here, I would suggest you to go through the previous webinars. It's not going to do anything bad to you. It's going to take a little time, but you can just go through highlights where I took trades, and you have lots of answered questions there. Lots of questions I get when I took the trades. ECAD's not retesting. ECAD did the move before. It's a second retest. So you have to be careful, because second retest can result in a fake out. It has higher chances of being a fake out than the first retest. CAD is losing strength after 100 pip drop from yesterday. USD CAD is definitely long. Well, I think you need a better confirmation than that. You can't just say it's losing strength. What makes you say it's gonna go up? You need a technical confirmation too. Where can I find your previous... What is this question? Here, in this place, in this channel, you have previous live streams that I did. Can use break and retest on stocks too? I don't know if you can use on stocks. I never traded stocks. You have to be careful because it's not the same. I don't trade stocks. I don't know what happens there. USD JPY is moving. Let's see. It's moving finally. Takes too long to move for USD JPY. It's so slow. Tyler, I haven't looked at GN because GN is not a pair I trade, but I'm gonna go through your chart. Used to trade GN, but it makes too many. It's too volatile. Looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. Did you enter? GBP NSD, I think it's a good setup, but it's too risky for me. It's too volatile. I wouldn't trade GBP and NZD. It's not my favorite pair. I just don't trust it that much. Hey guys, been with IC Markets for a while. I'm thinking of changing brokers. Any recommendation? Nick, you have lots of brokers you can use. I use Pepperstone right now. It's pretty good. Had no problems for years with them. Okay, let's see this chart. Okay, so you're waiting for 4 hour to push higher, then continue down because you have the 4 hour strong level. What about that price is rejecting this support? What if price goes all the way up, makes a new high, breaks this trend line? What will your confirmations be to sell here? Because you are coming from a support. And last time price came here, look where did it go? What if it does the same thing again? Or the time before that, same thing again, or this time. So you have to be careful because it's coming from support and can easily continue up. Euro NZD needs to break above this if we want to take any trades. Before that, there's no trade yet. Only if it breaks above this. Look, GN already did one move. See this previous 1 hour candle? That was probably the first retest. And it was a 12 pip move to a downside. So be careful now. It might result in a fake out. It's a second retest. Or the third, because we had another one here. Wouldn't be comfortable at all taking sells on GN. GU is coming all the way up again. See? Now, if we do close above this, we might have a good chance for buys. Let's see. If GU comes all the way above the previous candle, that's a strong confirmation. That would be strong confirmation and a big momentum. Once a close above, small pullback to continue up would be perfect. Let's wait and see. UJ also can give us a breakout. Let's wait. I have to wait. What about GBP/CHF? I don't know why you trade these kind of pairs. GBP/CHF is known for fakeouts. Not gonna even look at it. It's not on my list. Or GN or GA. GA can be on my list only when it makes a clean break and retest with no traffic on the left. Only that way. Or else nothing will make me trade GA. US 30 is not on my list. I don't trade indexes. So I'm gonna delete it. Or okay, let's take a look. See, there are a lot of gaps involved. There are a lot of things involved in US 30 that make it move. So I'm gonna stay away from it. I don't trade them. You need also fundamental knowledge to trade US 30. GU got rejected. Let's see. There's plenty of time until the next candle opens, so we can see big movement until then. Do you enter the trade after the close of the retest candle? No. I enter the trade while it's making the retest. I don't wait for it to close. I don't wait for the retest candle to close. I enter while it's making the retest. Let's see. GU can give us a good break and retest. Patience needed here. Be patient, guys. What do you think about EJ? EJ is not on the list right now. We had some sells, went good. For now, EJ is not on the list. Let me take a look. So we took EJ sells, we got 10 pips, runners got stopped at break even. Now price is pushing up above this. So what can we do here? Take buys after the close. I think it would be a bit risky because of the 4-hour, but if the 4-hour would close, would be a good trade. Let's see how the 1-hour is going to close. We have to wait for the 1-hour to close, then we see what we can do. Okay, GBP JPY waiting for breaker retest. Looks good. I think in my opinion GU is way better. What do you think about August? Usually pretty slow. I can't say it's slow. Last year August was very nice. I can tell you that. There was a lot of movement last year at the same time. Adrian, hello, welcome back. Let's wait and see. I think I'm gonna stick with GU. If it does give me a breakout, it would be perfect. It looks very good. Let's wait and see. We have another 20 minutes. GU can give us a trade. UJ is getting rejected. Aussie dollar can give us a trade too. If it does close like this, can enter on a small pullback. GJ can give us a trade maybe. GJ is a bit risky. I don't like GJ that much right now, but can definitely give us something. On GBP pairs, I would rather take GU before other GBP pairs. I don't trade Fibonacci, so whatever happens on Fibonacci, it doesn't affect my way of trading. I focus in break and retest. Fibonacci wouldn't make me change my mind. Not gonna look at Euro USD because GU is way better pair. We only need a breakout. Once we got a breakout, we got a good move. Okay, it's pushing up pretty nice. Aussie dollar too. Can both give us good break and retests. Just waiting. Waiting and waiting. You guys saw that last night someone hacked the Twitters of these guys, Elon Musk and these celebrities. I don't know who trusted these tweets. Okay, so yeah, they were looking for bitcoins. Whoever got fooled, I don't know who got fooled, but it was pretty obvious. Okay, we need a break, then a small pullback to enter some buys to the upside. Let's wait and see. Harshit, what is this? This is Forex trading, as you can see. If you don't know about it, go do some research. Do some research on Google or anywhere you want. Then you can come back and see what it is. Still, don't trust that much Aussie dollar, since it came from that daily resistance. But we'll see. I would rather take GU. Think GU would be way better. The strangest thing would be if we wouldn't get a breakout at all. That would be the worst thing ever, because they are all just at resistance or support, not a clean move above them, above support or resistance. Geo is still here. It needs to push through that and stay above. If it does close like this, there's no trade then. 10 minutes left. USD CAD, it's rejecting. Let's see if it's gonna go make a new low here. Break this 4-hour support. EA is still at the same place, still rejecting the support here. Couldn't break below, couldn't break above, so we need to break above this resistance, but for now there's no big hopes for that. Aussie dollar still here. See, Aussie dollar is rejecting too. The last 10 minutes can do a lot of things. What are you doing? What is this question? I don't understand your question. We're doing analysis. We're analyzing the market to see where it's gonna go the next hour, or the next 2 hours, or the next 4 hours, for the rest of the day. EJ breaking to the upside. Well, EJ, yeah, it's breaking to the upside on the 1 hour. I don't know how much we can trust the 4 hour, but we'll see how it goes. If the 1 hour closes like this, then comes for a retest. Think using a 5 pip stop loss would be a good chance maybe. I have to wait and see. The 1 hour close like this, what we can do is can take buys here with a 6 pip stop loss just below the previous breakout candle, and the chances of going up to continue and fill this range are pretty good. First target should be this next resistance, so let's wait and see. Edwin Alexander, thank you too. Thank you for joining. Would you redraw your zone, your support line for EJ now that there's a new support? It's not a new support, it's the same one. It's just that price pushing up now. Why would I change the support? It's the same. See, another 5 minutes, and we get to know what's going to happen. Let's see. UJ got rejected, no breakout. GU got rejected, no breakout. Aussie dollar still there. It is still there. Let's see how it's gonna break. Probably EJ is gonna be the next trade, or Aussie dollar. One of them. Whichever closes better, it's gonna be the next trade. Let's wait and see. EU. EU support is here, and then the next zone is here, this next resistance, where these candles are getting rejected and where these candles are getting rejected. So that is also a 4-hour support. As you can see, got rejected again. But I think there's no trade on EU. This resistance, I don't think it's good enough. So I have to wait and see. I think EJ is going to be my next trade. Yeah, Euro interest rate is later on today. It's going to be some fireworks. See, 2 minutes, we get to see what pair is going to give us a breakout. EJ probably. Okay, it's getting rejected, not a good sign. Only 4 pips. See if that's going to be enough or not. Yeah, I just have to wait for the perfect opportunity. No need to rush to take stupid trades. There's no need for that. Was expecting GU to break, but it got rejected. No clean breakout. No breakout at all, actually. So Aussie dollar is an option, but it's not closing like I said. Said that we need a strong close above. It's the same thing as before. The other candles all close the same. Not gonna take anything. Okay, EJ closed above pretty good. Let's see if it does come for a retest here. I'll try some buys. Let's see, starting to push down. We need to come 121.960 at least, so we can use a small stop loss here. Did you expect a break to the downside? Which pair? A break to the downside on which pair? Okay, EJ is here. I don't trust EJ that much just because of the 4 hour, but I'm gonna enter a position here with a small stop loss, expecting price to continue up fill the range. So I took buys on Euro JPY. The reason is we have a break above, a retest, and it's already going, and continuation. First we had a break below, a retest, continuation. Price got rejected from this support, which also was kind of daily support, and that's the reason why it went all the way up, closed above resistance, made a retest, and now should continue and fill this next range to the upside, which is a 15 pips range. Should be pretty easy to do that. Let's wait and see. It got rejected straight away. That's a good sign. But we need more. We need this to turn bullish, make a new high here, continue to the next zone. That should be pretty easy. Yeah, I don't see a better setup than EJ right now. EN is still waiting for this zone to break. No breakout yet. Let's see how far this can go. Stop loss is only 6 pips. 6-7 pips, just below the previous breakout candle. Because once price comes all the way down here, there's no the setup is not valid anymore. Let's wait and see. Euro NZD usually tends to make some fake outs. Be careful with Euro NZD. It's not the best pair to trade. Okay, EJ is starting to push. Very nice. See how far this can go. What's your take profit? You can see my take profit. I said we have a range of 15 pips to take to fill first. After that, we have this whole range to fill, which is going to be only runners for the next. But first target is this one. Next resistance is the next target. Next take profit. It's going pretty nice right now. Let's see how many pips gonna give us. From a zone to the next zone. Do you ever trade gold? No, I don't. I don't have to trade gold. Gold is very dangerous to trade. Right now, it was better in the past, but now it's not that good. Now it's too dangerous. Too many fake outs. Not stable anymore. Okay, EJ, very nice. We have 7 pips, 9 pips. Okay, let's go 10 pips. Let's go for 10 pips. Very, very nice move. Clean and simple. Okay, EJ, very, very nice. Great push. Almost 10 pips now. But I think it's gonna push a lot more. Just wait and see. The only thing we can do here now is move our stop to break even, because already did a 10 pips move, and if price comes all the way down right now, I wouldn't like my trade to go back in drawdown, because it already did a 10 pip move at least, and the next zone it's only another 5 pips. So for EJ, but it's just your choice. I'll take some at 10 pips. I'll leave some run, and let's see how far it can go. Not gonna close everything. Not gonna close 80%. I'm gonna close only 50% at 10 pips. Gonna leave the other 50% to go for more, because there's still room to go up. What does a pair have to do in order for you to decide to stop trading it? It needs to do a lot of fake outs, and if it does a lot of fake outs, then that will stop me to trade that pair. Very, very nice. EJ still pushing. 11 pips. Another 5 pips, we reach the next resistance. If we can't break this resistance too, we have the whole 40-50 pips range to fill. Perfection. This was a very, very nice trade. This was the 4-hour and 1-hour level. It is the same level. Stop loss at break even, just to be sure, and leave it run till the next zone. Yeah, EJ was the pair of the day today. 2 trades, 2 wins on EJ. Gave us some nice setups on both ways. We cashed EJ on both ways. See, this is how you need to adapt with the market conditions. If it does give you a sell setup, you take it. If it gives you a buy setup after, you take it. Plenty of options. Thank you, Usman. Thank you. Glad I can be able to help. Okay, let's see if we have anything else right now. Aussie dollars doing small push. GU can be the next trade if we break above, but for now there's no breakout. still don't have a breakout. We need a good break above a retest to continue up. Unless we do that, there's no trade here. We're in this middle zone here, and we don't want to trade the middle zone. Thank you guys, thank you guys. Thank you for your support. I'm very happy to help, man. Very happy. Gregors. Yeah, it's all about what suits you. You know, there are a lot of different strategies that you can use, and that you can find some benefit from it. So whatever works for you, go for it. I always say this is not the only way to trade. There are a lot of different ways. This is just one of the ways to trade, which I found very simple and effective. EuroCAD is at 4 hours resistance, I think. Yeah, it's at 4 hour resistance. If it does break above, you might get a chance, but for now there is no trade on EuroCAD. EJ still has room to go more. EU is still in this small consolidation box. Like I said before, what you can do here is you can wait for this to break, then a retest to continue up. But I don't trust the EU that much, so I'm not gonna touch it. Not gonna touch it for now. I'll stay away. Okay, another push. See if this time I'm gonna reach this next zone. What if you're looking for sells on EU? Yeah, if you're looking for sells on EU, you need to break below this 4 hour level. So you have this strong 4 hour level we need to break if you want sells. Next target can be this next zone here, and after that the next zone here, zone after zone. But we need to break below if you want sells. I think the best would be to wait now for the interest rate. It's gonna come, so there is time until then. But I don't see Euro USD dropping all the way down to break that. Not yet. It's gonna need some time. 12 pips, still a way to go. Okay, let's take a look at this chart. Yeah, we just talked about that. You can wait for a break above this, a retest to continue up. I don't see CAD doing a whole reverse today, a whole pullback, but Euro can be strong today since there are news, so it might work. I think once I'm done with EJ trade, I'm not gonna trade Euro today until the news are done. We also have the USD news, so lots of them. Gonna have to be careful because this today is a busy day for the fundamental section, or how to say. The fundamental side is very busy today. Lots of news. You can see we have interest rate decision on Euro, retail sales on USD, plenty of them. So be careful today. Use good risk because anything can happen. If these news find you without a stop loss, it's gonna destroy you and your account. So very careful. Let's wait and see. Okay guys, I think I'm gonna have to go right now. Sorry I can't stay no more longer, but I'm gonna have to go. Thank you all for being here. We had two nice trades, basically zero drawdown, and very nice session. Thank you all. Thank you for being here. Have a nice day. Like I said, we have plenty of news. Probably I'm not gonna trade New York session today because fundamentals gonna kick in and can have a lot of effect. Very high impact news. Use good risk. No need to overtrade. Have a great day, guys. See you. Thank you all. Have a very nice day. If you like this session, if you enjoyed this session, give it a like or subscribe, whatever you want. And see you tomorrow the same time. Same time tomorrow. EJ almost there. 12 pips. Almost there. Have a nice day today. Tomorrow same time as today, London session.